So I've taken a ride to a local National Trust property, Speke Hall. Now you can see the sign, I can't even see properly. So Speke Hall, it's only 10 minutes ride from the house. I've not actually never ridden here. It's got a nice cafe and stuff, so but actually that's not why I'm here. I'm here something that I didn't know kind of existed in the biker community, and it's something that when I first got my motorcycle license, I said to my mate, I wasn't really into sports bikes and all the kind of leathers. I mean, I know people, and that's for speed, and I totally get why people would embrace that, and the and the Isle of Man TT. I can see the adrenaline rush, but you can probably tell from my previous video, I'm an older rider, taking things easy, and so I saw this picture of like four guys on these very classic looking bikes, and they were dressed not in leathers but in kind of suits, ties, cravats, scarves. And I showed my mate that. I said, "Oh, like that, I love that aesthetic." And he said, "Oh, that looks like something called the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride." Never heard of that. So that's the thing about biking, eh? So I literally was off on one, and then this guy pulled up in his car, and he's been chatting to me for the last 10 minutes, telling me some interesting facts about a bird that's just been seen, an American Grackle, on the Speke estate. Apparently it's only the second time it's ever been seen in the UK. And apparently if I Google it, the news crews were here. Apparently all of this area was chocker with cars at the weekend, because people were parking, jumping this fence and going in. Oh god, maybe I shouldn't say that. But anyway, they were jumping the fence and going to the pond to see the American Grackle. Anyway, enough about the American Grackle. I was talking about the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. I'd never heard of this, and it transpires that this is an event that was thought up by an Australian called, his name is Mark Howa, and he was really into like custom motorbikes and the sort of classic cafe racer style bikes. And then, he's also had an interest in men's health, both men's mental health and in their, I guess, physical health. Things like, issues around, prostate cancer, etc. He saw this image from Mad Men of Don Draper in a suit astride this motorbike, and it came to him that this was a very unique look, and this idea of the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, where you get lots of guys in classic motorbikes to all meet and do a ride in aid of men's health, men's mental health and prostate cancer. And this has now grown, so it's been going over well over a decade now. And I took part in the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride in my first year of motorcycling. It was the one thing that I really wanted to do. Did it with my mate, and we did the Liverpool one. And so that was from we started just over on the Wirral, a place called the Tap in Eastham on the Wirral. We all met up around 10, half 10, and then we set off at 11:15, and we rode from the Wirral all along. If anyone knows the Wirral, sort of around the sort of the kind of west coast of the Wirral, so sort of Heswall, Caldy, and then West Kirby, and then along to New Brighton. We stopped for a quick coffee in New Brighton, and then we rode as a group through the tunnel and along the Liverpool waterfront to the Albert Dock, and it was an amazing sight, and it was a lovely thing to participate in. So this year's Distinguished Gentleman's Ride is on Sunday the 17th of May 26. Unfortunately, I won't be participating this year because my daughter will be running a half marathon in London, and given the fact that I struggle with 5k, I feel that it is only right and proper that I should support her in this run. But nonetheless, please look up Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, see if you can find a local ride, and if you can put on message boards and find out where the ride is going, and then maybe meet at the starting point or at the finishing point and support the riders. Donate, because it's a very important cause, and it'd be great to follow some of the pages on Facebook and Instagram of the DGR, and I'll look forward to seeing those. So here's to the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride 2026. Bye.